thought um, I will prep some candles before I leave. I'm not going to light them, but I'm going to go ahead and dress some candles. I just felt in my spirit that I wanted to do that today. And I was like, well, I'll just come on camera and see if anybody's um, up, hanging around, and wanted to talk about dressing candles or had an interest in that or questions about it, or if you wanted to talk about something else, then that's fine with me. So today I'm going to dress three candles. The first one is this white candle. And I'm dressing this one just for more or less like a purification type candle, clearing out any confusion, clearing out any stagnant or negative energy. A lot of times when people do candle work, they will burn a white candle in conjunction with other candles or their any type of spiritual work that they're doing as protection, as clarity, as bringing in good energy. So I'm going to be dressing this candle for that purpose. The other candle that I have, when I went into my closet to pick candles, I try to go with what spirit tells me and what guides me too. And I saw this one. This is what I consider my zodiac candle. So this is I can't wait. Let me put my glasses on. It says, I can't wait to get back in my home so I can burn my candles. I would love to learn more about dressing candles. So, excellent. There are some wonderful teachers and videos on YouTube about candle magic. I still go and educate myself on different things, different candles, different herbs, oils, and stuff that you can use to dress with them. But there's an abundance of information on YouTube. And I'll try to answer any questions that you have. So this particular candle I have is the Leo candle. So this is kind of like my zodiac candle. So this represents Leo. Leo's color is orange. So this is an orange candle. And some characteristics of Leo is they're proud, they're confident, they're loyal, ambitious, and big-hearted. And I'm a Leo rising. So when I went in my closet, I was like, you know what? I'm going to use this candle today. So Leo is ruled by the sun. It is a fire sign, and its color is orange. Now, the color orange can be used in a few different ways. The color orange can be used with regards to control or trying to control a situation. It can be used for strength. It can be used for I said control and strength. I guess also it can be used for increasing your vitality, increasing your presence, giving you confidence. This is a really good color for a confidence builder. So, and it's all about how you're being experienced, your energy that you're putting out, because the sun is all about your vitality, your energy, your focus, how you're showing up. So with this orange candle, this is representative of your personality, your energy, and what you want to put out there, the image that you want to put out to others. So I chose this. Again, I'm a Leo rising. And I just feel like at this point, this will definitely support the direction that I'm going on. I think last night I spoke on the live about Leo risings that have been suffering from, mental health issues, maybe depression, anxiety, just haven't been feeling themselves, feeling like you're just kind of making it through life barely, feeling like that for like the last 6 to 9 months. And me being a Leo rising, I'm just starting to feel like I'm coming out of that fog that I've been in for the last 6, 7, 8 months. And it just seems like, you know what, I want to use this orange candle because I want to, you know, support myself as I'm moving forward and coming out of that heaviness that I've been in for the last several months into a fresh new perspective. So I wanted to use this candle. What I did was I just wrote on it different things that I want to resonate in my life. You know, clarity, joy. I got fame and fortune on here, good health. I wrote abundance and happiness, you know, discernment, you know, making the right decisions, and wisdom. So I want those things to show up and be strengthened in my life, resonate with me, help me move forward. So this is why I chose the orange candle. So I'm going to be dressing that. And the other candle I'm going to be dressing is actually my figure candle. So this is a green figure candle. It is a female candle. So you can see here. And of course it's green. So straight off the bat, we understand that, you know, this is a representation of usually money. So we just use green for money. But green is not only just used for money. Green represents abundance. Green represents growth. Green represents fertility. So anything that we're trying to grow in our life, we're trying to cultivate in our life, we're trying to bring abundance to in our life. Of course, money, resources, things of that nature. So I use the figure candle to represent me. So I did a little few carvings on here, and I did that by using a nail, or you can use whatever. Sometimes I use a nail. Sometimes I use this skewer that I have here to carve things. I dropped something into the candle. So you know, of course, I carved my name into the candle. I carved, you know, wealth, money, abundance. Money, resources, things of that nature. So everything that I want to generate for myself, I put that into the carvings into this figure candle. So I'm going to be dressing her. Now, like I said, I'm getting ready to go out of town. So I don't want to light the candles. However, I want to go ahead and dress them and prep them. And to be honest with you, I'm going to tell you the truth. I've done this plenty of times where I have dressed my candles and I've just left them on my working altar, and I didn't even have to light them. And the energy just from them being on my altar, just for them being dressed, just from me putting my energy into it was enough. I've had candles sometimes sit dressed on my altar for days or weeks at a time and not even light them. And I feel the energy and I feel the results, even just not even lighting them. So I wanted to do this before I left. Let me see what kind of, where is my calendar? So does anyone have any questions? I'm kind of just rambling on. So if you have a question or something about anything, just let me know. I'll try my best to answer it for you. Today is Wednesday, so let's talk about today's Wednesday, so I gotta get a bigger office. I'm running out of space in this office. So today's Wednesday, and I don't know if you guys know that there's certain days of the week that are really kind of designed for your spell work, your spiritual work, your candle magic, your divination, whatever, your root work, whatever you want to call it as, that you would use certain days. Now, In spirituality, the biggest rule that I have is there are no rules. Okay? This is your individual journey. This is how you practice whatever it is you practice. However, there are certain, guidelines that can support you with regards to what you're trying to manifest, what you're trying to bring forward, what you're trying to cultivate in your life. And there are certain days of the week that are divinely made for certain types of work. So today's Wednesday. So Wednesday magic would be work or manifestation or whatever it is you want to call it that has to do with communication, divination, luck, safety, health, wisdom, commerce, and business. Because Wednesday is ruled by the planet Mercury. The color is purple. And the crystals, if you're into crystals, I'm not really big into crystals. Of course, I do have crystals here around me that I keep on my altar and on my desk. And I have a couple crystals that I keep under my bed for my anxiety and to help me sleep. But I'm definitely not a crystal expert. But the crystal for Wednesday is, I hope I'm saying this right, aventurine and agate. So, yeah, this is Wednesday magic and what the day of the week Wednesday represents right here. So, this definitely kind of ties into the work that I'm doing today. I'm doing, divination work with the white candle because this is, of course, connection to, the spirit world, protection, just positive energy. Luck, commerce, which is going to be representative of this green candle that I'm going to be dressing, and crazy enough, this orange candle, because I had wrote on this candle here, before I even seen that, wisdom. So, and Wednesday is wisdom, and yeah, and this is business. Okay. So that's what we're doing here this Wednesday. Now, let's see. All right. So I'm going to pick out a few oils that I'm going to be using. And I am a chronic, habitual overdresser of my candles, which means I put way too much stuff in here. So I have to be really careful about that. And how many oils and herbs I put in there, because more does not mean better. Again, you are energetically putting your energy into the candle. So at the end of the day, even if you just speak into the candle, that's enough. You don't have to put anything in it. But I need to get some more of this. I have to restock my oils, and I need to make some more. But now I'm just trying to figure out what resonates with me. So does anyone have any questions? Comments? Things that you want to share about your own personal practices or how you manifest? Okay. I guess I use that. Let's see, what else do we have here? have so many oils here. Sometimes I have to go back and Google what they're for, because I have so many until I forget. I had my prosperity rice. I purchased. Oh yes, I love the prosperity rice. Prosperity rice, great for work, great for dressing a candle, great for sprinkling on a money altar. I put my money rice in a little mojo bag. I carry it around in my purse. So I love money rice. It can be used what is this for? I have to look this up. Definitely, I love a money rice. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, it's time for me to. Oh, that's empty. Get my oils restocked. Let me tell you something. I'm going to give y'all give you a prosperity tip. And I think I've shared this before on how to use certain things. When I burn a money candle, which I may do with this one, I pour some of the wax off of it. It doesn't have to be a lot. But I pour some of the wax off the candle into, I think I want to use this. Into a little, metal, whatever you want to pour it into. And I take that wax and I go bury it at my bank. So my bank, of course, it has around it. It has, greenery and landscaping and stuff. So I will take that wax and I will go and bury it at the bank, at my personal bank. Now, be careful with doing that, because they do have cameras, I'm sure, around there. But I want my money to grow. I want it to be abundant. I want to always have the vibration of money around me. Now, I haven't done that in a while. I need to go do it now. And I'll probably do that when I come back and I burn this prosperity candle, money candle here. So, yeah, I do stuff like that. So that's a little gem if you want to. You could take your money rice and bury it at your bank. You definitely could do that. But anything that is yours, anything that you've put your energy into. I was waiting to get back into my own home to burn my house blessing candle. Yeah, you definitely want to do that and do your protection work and your cleansing work when you get to your own space, and burning of a house blessing candle or a guardian angel candle, something like that. But yeah, once I come back and I burn this candle, I definitely will be taking a little bit of the melted wax that comes off of this candle and taking it up to my bank and burying it around my bank. So I do that. Again, you can use your money rice and you can bury it at your bank. Now, you don't always have to bury it at your bank. What you can also do is you could take things, a mojo bag that you make for yourself, your money rice, the wax from your prosperity candle, burying it in somewhere that is reflective of growth and abundance. So you can bury it under a tree. Now, I've heard that the best tree to use is an apple tree. Now, I don't know if everybody has access to an apple tree, but apples definitely represent abundance and resources and generating the vibration of money. So you can bury it under an apple tree or just a tree in general. Or you can bury it in a garden. Something that represents growth, represents blossoming, represents, the blooming, and you want your money to grow and to bloom and to be flourishing. So something like that you could do. That is a little tip for that. You get creative in your manifestation. You get creative. I got a pear tree. It bears fruit. So that is something that bears fruit. So I would use the pear tree. You can bury it out there. But you want to get creative with your manifestation work. You want to get creative with your spell work, your root work, whatever you call it, because it's yours. And it doesn't have to just be limited. That's the beauty of spirituality. It is our own personal journey. It is what we make it, and it is how we interpret it. So be creative, work with what you have. Sometimes you don't have all the tools that you think that you need, but you have enough. You are energetically the magic. And so if you have you and, where is this little candle at? You and a tea light. This is magic. This is doing work. You and a tea light, a few drops of cinnamon oil on here, and you have yourself a money candle. You have just done a money ritual. Light it, say your affirmations over it, put your energy into it, and you have just created a money-making ritual, money-generating affirmation, whatever you want to call it. So don't think that you have to buy all these things in order to do stuff. Just be creative and just put your own energy into it. And speaking of putting your own energy into it, I hope you notice that I have holes. I've put holes in the candle here because I like to put my oils down in the candle because I want it to be infused. So I put holes in there. 3 is my favorite number. I use 3. You use whatever number that resonates with you. Okay? Now, you could do a couple of things with regards to breathing your energy into your own work. Now, and this is just not limited to candles. This is whatever you want to. You definitely could speak into the candle exactly what it is that you want it to do, because remember, you're giving the universe, you're giving God, your ancestors, whomever you're doing this to, you're giving instructions on what it is that you want. So you want to speak clearly what those instructions are. When you're doing your work, you want to speak on what you're doing, what you want the result to be. That is the vibration. That is the energy. That is your way of instructing the universe. This is what I want to see happen. For me, I want clarity. I want peace. I want protection. I want purification. I want a calming energy around myself, my energy. I want that for my home life. I want that for my work life. Anything and anyone that I come into contact with, I want to have a layer of protection around me. So I'm all constantly speaking that into this candle, because this is going to be the vessel and the representation of what is going to hold your manifestation. So you want to speak into it. Now, another thing that you can do, our words can be spoken to it. I'm a big advocate on the use of bodily fluids. Now, listen. A bodily fluid can be whatever you decide it to be. That's your business. Again, this is your spiritual practice, what you want to do. So, for me, and I hope this is not TMI, I will spit into my candle because I want to put my essence and my energy into whatever it is I'm using. So I will use my saliva, spit. Shit, I can't even say it. and put it into my candle. It's my candle. Shit, I'm the only one using it, so why can't I? So I'll spit into it, make sure it goes down in the holes, and I'll proceed to continue to talk into it, speak into it, and then dress it. That's just my business. Now, whatever you choose bodily fluid you choose to put in there, that is your business. Okay. The only thing that I would probably caution with, especially if you're someone that is just starting out with doing any type of work, is the use of blood. Blood is a very powerful body fluid. Very, very powerful. And you only use it, number one, if you're skilled with how to use it properly. And number two, you're using it on some really, really heavy work that you're doing. So there's not a lot of instances where blood is going to be needed in your work. Again, I don't tell people how to do their work. I just caution you on using blood, and there's other bodily fluids that you can use that are just effective. So, okay. So, moving on for that. Do we have any questions about how we're speaking into our work, speaking over our work, the use of, oils, herbs, your own bodily fluid, and your essence going into your candle? Because at this point, I'm just going to start dressing it, and we can just talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. So while you're pondering what I've said, I'm going to go ahead and put my essence into this candle off camera, because I know you guys don't want to see me do that. There we go. Now, another thing that I will suggest is I don't suggest doing any type of work. We're just going to call it work. Okay? Any type of work when you are sick, when you are stressed out, when you are angry, when you are dealing with an anxiety or something like that. And the reason I personally don't recommend that is because you're putting all of that into your work. Whatever is going on with you in the physical sense, whatever's going on with you mentally, emotionally, physically, vibrationally, you're putting that into your work. And you don't want to put depression into your work. You don't want to put anxiety into your work. You definitely don't want to put anger into your work. Not to say that you're going to be always in a good mood or whatever, but just be mindful of how your body is feeling when you start to do your personal work, okay? Because again, we're going to put all of that into your work, and you don't want to be doing anything that's going to reverse your work, diminish your intentions, possibly cancel out what you're trying to manifest. You wanna do your work in the most positive state that you're in. Now, we're humans. We ain't gonna always be walking around here roses and unicorns and in a good mood. But let's just be mindful of how we're feeling and where our headspace is, where our heart is, where our emotions are before we do our work. Okay? I do all my work in my office. So my office has my energy. I'm the person that comes in here most of the time. The only other person that's always in here is this my granddaughter's little dog. And I don't know why he follows me in here, but he's in here all the time when I'm doing work. But I'm the person that's in this office all the time. So it's my energy generally in this office. So I already know what the vibration is in my office. So you want to find a space in your home, your apartment, wherever you live, where you're going to be doing your work and making that your designated space for you to do your work. Okay. Sometimes it's not feasible because we live with other people, or maybe our space is limited. But if you can carve out a special place that you do all your work and your spiritual work and whatever you're doing, that will help, because that space will be energetically consecrated to your energy, and you won't have to go and sage and cleanse and do all that things, because it's your vibration in there. What's another thing? Making sure that you cleanse and sage all your tools that you're going to be using. So each time you're bringing something new into your workspace, your spiritual space, go ahead, and even if you're not getting ready to use it, go ahead and cleanse it. Go ahead and sage it, floor to water, speak over it, whatever you use to cleanse beforehand, because you want to have everything already cleansed and ready to go when you decide to do your work. So go ahead and do that on the front end. What else? Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. This sits on my desk all the time. So I am constantly working over this. I made this money board, and I saw this on YouTube, this great spiritual teacher on there, and I thought this was the greatest thing ever. And it's a money board. And so what I ended up doing was I took a green poster board. You can tell I've been doing work on here because I got some stains on it, but that's okay. And I attached some ancestor money here. You can get money from the toy store or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's a representation of the vibration. So I glued some money across the board. I put my picture in the middle because I want to be surrounded by the vibration of money all the time. So I put my picture in the middle. I have my business card here for my business. I have my company name that I work for, because I have another job. And then I put money affirmations all around here. So I manifest money easy and effortlessly. Money, money, money. Money is energy. I am a money magnet. I have my name here. This one says, I receive money and I receive money expected and unexpected. And I also have money as a tool, because money is a tool. And then I have money here again, and then money is all around me. So I put this on my desk, so it is always here. I do all my work on top of here. So this is what I use as, I guess, my cover. I don't know, but when I'm doing work, it's always here. When I'm doing money work, it's always here. So it's always the vibration of money. Okay. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and start dressing this candle. I already breathed my energy into this. I already spit in it. So I usually do my oils first, because I want to get the oils down in the hole. I have these, I need to get some more. These little, I don't know what you call it, but I got them off of Amazon. It was like a bag of 500 for like $10 or something. So I use that. I don't go in any particular order. Well, I'm lying. I do. There's two things that I will always use first. I always use Blockbuster oil first, because Blockbuster oil is for removing any obstacles. So if there's barriers, obstacles, you feel a blockage in your life, maybe around your money, around your relationship, whatever this blockage that you feel, and you want to do away with that, I use Blockbuster oil first. And then once we blow up or clear out that whatever the blockage is, we want to clear away the roads. We want to open the roads for a clear path for opportunities, abundance, money, health, whatever it is you're trying to draw into your life, you want it to have a clear path to you. So I would then follow up with road opener oil. So if I had any kind of steadfast rule, is that I do blockbuster oil first and then road opener. And then after that, I kind of just whatever I put my hands on first. More does not mean it's going to work better. So please don't be like me and be a chronic overdresser. So you're just going to put a drop in a clockwise motion, because clockwise is drawing things to you. Counterclockwise is banishing things away. Okay? Now, don't get so hung up on that either. You ain't got to get hung up on that either. But just be mindful of the direction and how you are, doing your work. But don't get, if you end up doing it in a quote unquote wrong direction, you don't have to start over. It's okay. So as I am putting these drops in here, I am energetically saying, to this candle, any blockages, anything that's in my way, I want it to be cleared out. I want the roads to be open and clear, which is, I want my thoughts to be clear. I want my energy to be clear. I want the heaviness that I've been experiencing to clear away from my life. So that is what I would be speaking into this candle. Now, I'm not really sure what I'm going to use with this. It's probably going to be less oil and more herbs, if anything. Probably going to be more herbs. Yeah, that smells good. All right, so let's see what we're using here. So we're going to use Star of Anise. So Star of Anise brings good luck in love, money, and health, and it wards off evil. So we are making sure that we don't have any negative energy around us. I'm going to use my fingers because that's what you're supposed to do. And it's just a pinch. It's just a little. And, of course, you're going to drop it in a clockwise motion because you're drawing in the energy from this particular herb. So it's going to bring me good luck in love. It's going to bring me good luck in money and health. And it's going to be a protection from evil. So we got that. Then we're going to put in some elderflower. So elderflower is also for protection. It wards off illness and protection from the law. So, yeah, well, I'll take it. So it's a protection herb, basically. So same thing. Just a little bit, not a lot. I'm going to use some sage. So this will help with my intuition. It's also a purification. So the purifying of my energy, the purifying of my space, situations that I encounter. It's for good luck. It's going to help me because it is a stress reliever. So I definitely need to draw in energy around being less stressed, anxiety levels being low, and it also gives you clarity of the mind. So this is something that I need. So just a little bit, and then we're going to same way. See, just a little chamomile. I use chamomile with everything because chamomile is protection, purification, and it's about calming a situation. And it is good luck with gambling and peace of mind. So I've been trying to manifest the lottery here, which I think is coming soon. So let me go ahead and put a little chamomile in here so I can have peace of mind, protection, calming situations, no stress, and then I can draw in the jackpot from the lottery. How about that? So that's how you have to talk. You have to talk to this stuff. So now this one is called Whorehound, and it's for mental clarity, strength, and protection from evil. So you get the theme here on this candle that I'm trying to protect myself. There's just a lot of craziness going on in this world. And so every now and again, we need to make sure that we are spiritually protecting ourselves. And again, it's our mind, our physical body, our spirit, and our energy. The next one is Colt's Foot. Now, you can add Colt's Foot to your love bags, and this draws in love to you. But this is also good for psychic visions. So this is great for connecting with your ancestors. This is great for your developing your psychic ability and giving you clarity. So I want to use some of that. It's a funny texture. I'm going to have to break this apart. And the next one I'm going to use is, here's another one that helps with increasing your psychic powers and your connection with the spiritual world, is bayberry bark. And that's how this looks. Just a little. And I pinch it in my fingers because I feel like that activates its properties. So we're going to drop that in there. What time is it? Okay. And then the last one I think I'm going to use is celandine. Celandine is for protection, happiness, luck. It helps with depression, our dream life, and legal matters. You can use this for your legal work. So I'm going to use a little bit of that. And I said that was the last one, but I don't think that's the last one. I'm going to use, I think this is lotus leaf. Lotus leaf, this is for purity, rebirth, and divinity. So I'm just use a little bit of that. All right. Now, and the last thing that I'm going to use is, which I use this in all my work, and it's coffee. And coffee is used for removing blockages. It boosts your spell power or your manifestation work, so it gives it an added boost. You can use it for removing curses and bad luck. It's a grounding energy, so you can use it for your grounding work if you're trying to get grounded in your energy. You may feel all over the place. You can use it in grounding work. It's for luck and lust. You can use it as an offering to your ancestors, and it actually speeds up your work. So it gives your work a boost where it works makes it work faster. And I love the smell. Oh, I love the smell of coffee. So it's just coffee, just a little bit, and I use it to top it off. Okay. That's it. Now, the final thing that I'm going to do is I am going to top it off with a little bit of crown of success, because we want success over our work. So I'm going to top it off with a little crown of success. And that's going to be it for this one. And I'm going to do it in a clockwise motion. And that's it. And this is the end result of what it looks like. Now, what I'll also do is some of the bigger pieces I will push down in the holes. And I use this little wooden skewer stick. And I push them down in the holes here. Because I don't want because when you light it, it's going to burn off the top. And I don't want everything burnt off the top. I want the candle to be, infused with stuff in here. So I'm going to push it down in the holes. And keep in mind, make sure before you light your candle that you move these herbs away from the wick. Now, even though we're spiritual beings and we are doing spiritual work here, we are still in the world, and you need to practice fire safety. All right. Please, when you're lighting your candles, have them in a safe, ventilated area. Not close to the wall, not close to curtains, not close to anything that could catch fire to. Out of the way of children and pets. All right, so that's that. Now, like I said, I'm not going to light it until I come back, but I wanted to have it dressed before I left. Now, you can attach a label. What you could do is, if you didn't buy a candle that already is labeled, and please be careful when you're buying candles that are already labeled, pay attention to what the wording is on there. Pay close attention to what the wording is and see if it resonates with what you're looking for. If you don't, you can buy a candle. You can make your own label. You can take a piece of construction paper. You can write whatever it is that you want for yourself to manifest on here, and you can attach it to your candle. Put a little tape on it, and that's your label. I think this is the best way to do it. I love this because you can personalize it. So you can do that, or you can do what I do. I attach my picture to it. So I just put this right around here and I attach my picture to it because this is me. This is my candle. So this is what I'm manifesting. So what better way to do that? I attach my picture to it. Whatever it is, whatever colors that I'm using or whatever I'm trying to manifest, I will color coordinate, whatever ribbon I'm going to use with it. And then I will just tie it to the candle. Now, you don't have to do it this way. You can actually put your picture underneath and put it underneath the candle and just sit it on top. Doesn't matter. This, whatever you decide, whatever feels good to you, that's what you do. But sometimes I tie it, sometimes I put it underneath. Sometimes I don't have a picture at all. It just depends on how I feel in that moment. So since I already have it on here, I am going to just tie the picture onto it. And that's it. And that's it. I've spoke over it. I've put my DNA in it, my essence in it. I've dressed it. I've attached my picture to it to personalize it. And now I'm just going to sit it on my altar, let it charge up, and I will light it when I come back in about 5 days. And that's it. So I just wanted to give you an idea of how this is done. I'm going to do the rest of these other two off camera. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments or DM me. If you're interested in getting a personalized manifestation candle, which I'm still doing until we've run out. And then after that, I'm going to be discontinuing the service of manifestation candles. Visit my website at www.melaningoddesslife.biz and check those out. And I would love to put something together for you. I hope you've enjoyed this live, and I will talk to you later. You guys have a good day. Bye-bye.